And the stream is starting. Okay. So, make sure my microphone's not muted and we're good to go. Last time we set up all this, we have all the resources we need from the train setup. Problem though, let's go look at the problem. The problem is that we do not have, oh yeah, we also set up so that after it gets 5,000 items, it's going to move. The way we had before, it wasn't bringing all this stuff, the sulfur and the fuel over, until the plastic actually stopped getting coal, which was definitely a problem. Now that should be fixed. It should just leave once it actually gets to 5,000 items. Okay, we fixed the solid fuel so that it actually can keep up, so that we're going to stay at 2,000. It should be, yeah, should be able to keep up at least. Main problem right now though is that we don't have the crude oil we need. Because clearly we have enough production, but look at our crude oil supplies right now. Main reason for that is because these have all lowered. So we need more sources of crude oil. It's the main problem. And that's completely hurting our petroleum supply. So let's work on getting more sources of crude oil. There are 2 up there. Not too excited about having only 2 up there, but that's how it goes. Let's actually, we might as well grab them because we're going to need as many as we can get. Let's just go to Iron Outpost 1. We're going to need as much oil as we can get, realistically speaking. So what we could do is just route power up there. This iron outpost pretty much just completely shut down because we just have too much iron. We actually filling this up pretty slowly, but this sends a pretty large buffer to the iron, to the oil drop-off production every once in a while, which is very nice, but it's not enough. So we have the 2 up there. We could take a look at that. Let's just actually just take a look at that real quick. Didn't mean to craft that, but that's just fine. Could just craft gun turret and protect this, but what is it? 41 and 46? You know, it's not that far away. I think we'll just connect these 2 oil next to the oil outpost 1, which is connected directly to that, and then we can we'll easily be able to, that'll slightly fix our problem. Not very much so. Pump jacks. We have those auto crafting, but we're pretty far from our main bus, so I'm not going to run back there now. It's actually quicker to craft them manually. I'm sorry if I sound a bit different. I've got a pretty bad cold right now, but I want to stream anyways. Get something done today at least. Okay. So while we're waiting for pump jacks to craft, we'll want to route power over here. We'll probably just route it directly from these boilers. That seems like it would be the easiest. Okay. Yeah, I think this will work just fine. Just need 2 pump. Oh, I'm really sorry for sniffling, guys. I'm gonna try to stop doing that here, or at least mute myself when I need to do that. Like I said, I'm pretty sick, but that's how it goes. Okay, there's our oil. I'll just set up something like this. Wish I had more underground pipes right about now, because we don't even have close to enough. We'll also just place a gun turret right there. Give some rounds. Let's go check out the biter camp to the north of us and see how big it is. Because that'd be nice to get rid of it, lower the attack rate. Hopefully there's no worms. Or there's one small worm. I think we should be able to take it out. Medium biters too. A few spitters, but we're okay. It's one. Okay. Getting a little scary, but I think we're okay. There we go. Worm's gone. Yeah, we're good. There we go. Grab this. Aliens. And artifacts. Quick, go take this one out too. That'd be nice if I could see. Oh, that's a medium worm. We're leaving. Forget about that. It's very important to be able to see when you are fighting biters, because if we would have ran into that, we would have died. No question about it. But we got alien artifacts. That's very nice. Get alien sense going if we really feel like it. Okay. Place a light here. That's just fine. Get some. We'll craft some pipes manually. Maybe we'll have enough. I honestly doubt it though. There's also a source of stone up here. Might want to consider that as an option. But we have this one that's closer to our current stone. Okay. I haven't yet decided how long we're going to stream today, but might be a shorter one. Just because of the condition I'm in. I'd like to do the normal 2 hours though. We'll see. We'll see how things are going. For my art project, I'm doing a Factorio inspired design, so more Factorio the better, right? That justifies playing this right now instead of doing my homework. Pretty sure it does. Yeah. Need more pipes. The fuel station works really well as a shuttle station just for transport. As long as we don't break our coal supply. I'm surprised it's mostly coal. Oh well, we just used up the last of our solid fuel supply. That's okay though. Let's grab more splitters while we're here too. These pipes, 2 stacks of pipes actually, and we'll grab supply our piercing rounds and our shotgun rounds while we're at it. How are all these doing? We got full constant combinators, getting there, and power switches, and the rest of it is just getting there. These are actually going to get rather full, but that's okay. We'll use them. Use some more assemblers. Okay. Go back to the iron outpost now. Continue routing the oil. But yeah, we definitely have a problem with crude oil supply. I would have thought that we would have had quite more available than we do with how many sources we had, but we're not even close to enough to supply the needs. Of course, I suppose that's what happens when you begin with 4 sulfur and 4 plastic in your production facility, and you put that on a train. Makes sense that you would never have enough. Okay, that should help a little bit. So that's one source. Those are taken. Next, 2 sources down there. I'm not too interested in that actually. 1 source up there, we're definitely not interested in that. That's like a 200% yield, but what are the chances? Probably is no chance actually. Without mods, that is. Is that one. That's 6. Or 7 rather. We're definitely going to do that one today. Question is if we also want to add that one. So we'll need 9 pump jacks. Let's just grab a stack of pump jacks and we'll see how far we get. Should also check on the oil production train, make sure everything's working correctly. I thought we had it right, but we just need to double check because we didn't fully test it. Okay, we're at 2000. I would have thought it would have ran by now. We have ore. That condition needs to be here. Item count or 5,000. Why am I confused by this? No, not drop off. Okay, so it looks like you can't just say cargo. You have to determine a type of cargo. Let's say production, add condition, item count, or plastic greater than 2,000. We could say. Should actually say 2 items. We could say, how do we want to actually do this? Okay. Plastic greater than 2000 works. That'll be fine actually. I just want to get my solid fuel over there realistically. What we could do, I don't want to do it based off of solid fuel because if we're not using much fuel then it's going to mess up the whole system. So let's just say plastic greater than 2000. Okay. Let's check how close the fuel sources over here are. They're not close at all, but I don't want to set up a whole train station for them is the main problem. Because it's only 2 sources. It would take forever to fill. Oh, they're in the trees too. It's annoying. Where are they? I'm standing like right next to one. Where is it? There it is. Okay, it is a 41% yield. And what? Where is this other one now? Oh, there, that's it right there. 241%? Okay. Yeah, we're not setting up a full trade station for that. Think about how terrible that'd be once we get down to the 0.1 oil per second. It'd take forever for the train to actually go anywhere. Well, the question is, will we have a train going this way eventually? The answer to that question is probably yes. But do we want a train going that way now? We could have the train go right in that area, and to the right it'd pick up coal, and to the left it'd pick up the oil. I don't really like that, but I think it might be necessary because we definitely don't want underground pipes going that full distance. Yeah, let's do that. What we could even have it do is... No, that'd be a terrible idea. I was about to say have the same train that's in other oil supplies, just pick it up. But that just seems like a terrible idea to me. So let's have this train. We want to go to the right and then go south. Go east and then south. Question is the place where we're putting the loop. Are there trees there? Quite a few trees. Quite a few trees, but it's gonna be one of those streams, I guess. It's all good. There goes the oil train. Give a small boost to our supply. Okay, let's just figure out exactly how much room we need. There it is. Get some lights. Oh, that's not right. That's not right. That's not right. Okay. Is that it? Why am I confused by this? Okay, that one's right. So that one's like that. Sure. Wait. Let's have the rail signals before we forget. Is that right? We want one there because that's a double. That one is not. That one is, that one is. Okay, that makes sense. All makes sense now. Just need to route this train over. Yeah, the oil train definitely unloads a lot faster than it fills up, doesn't it? Let me rephrase that. It oils and refuels faster than it fills up. Refuels at a whole different station even. Trees always get in the way. I should really make some grenades or something to handle these. Okay. Almost there. I guess we need to do the same thing to the south. Because that's forest also. At least it's already a somewhat clear area for a loop. This is when deconstruction robots are very helpful. We don't have those. I've never used them though. Personal mobile port. See, that's a blue science. Takes processing units even. We're not at that point. Not even close. We are doing this right now so that we can get blue science. Okay. Can we make a loop yet? Let's make it one more length and then make the loop. Also make sure that we can reach the electric pole. Okay. It's the loop. There we go. And then we're just gonna go straight down from here. Yep, that looks right. Put a thing there, and we need more rail signals. We don't have any. We don't have any resources. Okay, that's always fun. Let's go get resources then. Can drop off some of this wood too. Oops. I suppose it's fine. Yeah, there we go. Use mandatory text while I'm streaming. Everyone knows this, that every time I stream I get a text, so if I ever feel like I don't have any friends, I can just start streaming and then people start texting me. Not quite how it works. Okay. Iron throughput problem here. Where we getting iron over here? Oh, that one. Okay. That should double our throughput. I'll get these a lot faster. Should have placed a train stop. It would have landed exactly where we were. Alright, let's just break the train right now. Why are we stopping there? What's messing that up? It's because both of these are on, but how do we fix? So right now that's blue. Still blue. This needs to be a normal rail signal. Doesn't help. It's this one then. Cause it's completely green. This is completely green. Green, 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 red. Signal there. Okay, that fixes it. Chain signal there. Let's not fix it. Okay, rail signal there then. That fixes it. Okay. That's fine, I guess. Still learning the exact mechanics behind chain signals. Don't mind me, just a new playing Factorio. More trees to chop down, always great. Holy cow, that's a lot of trees. That is a lot of trees. Okay. Okay, here we go. We're just gonna do it. Just do it, just do it. Try to chop down as few as possible. This isn't too bad. Not too bad. Oops. Definitely don't want to do that. Except we also need to cut down the part in the middle. Yeah, Annie, the aliens can destroy all my stuff. That actually happened in the previous stream. They destroyed a big section of my production. They can also kill the player. If the player dies, he loses all of his items, but he respawns, so uh, it's not fun. Actually, I know he respawns in multiplayer, but I know that in single player it hasn't happened to me for a while, so I actually don't know. But in single player, either the game is just over and you have to reload a save, um, or he respawns with none of his items. Which you really don't want to lose a lot of items in this game because you're usually carrying quite a bit of expensive items. For example, I have 32 steel furnaces on me right now that I really don't want to lose. It can be quite painful. I've had to start placing down turrets near my base because the aliens are getting a bit more aggressive. Ghost key there, thank you Windows 10. Okay. Need to clear out decent sized areas so we can actually see what we're doing and place down the power poles. Trees are always a pain. Really, could use some deconstruction robots. How do you escape it? Well, you kind of have to fight them. I'll show you on the map. You see these red sections here? Those are alien nests or alien spawners. They appear around the world, and they get more aggressive with pollution. You see all the red cloud area. It's all my pollution. I have all my steam boilers there. That's why it's a lot of pollution there. Um, they get more aggressive with pollution because you're kind of destroying the planet. You're kind of the bad guy in this scenario because you crash land on their planet and you want to escape. That makes you the bad guy, I guess. But you really need to set up defenses to protect your factory. It's not a matter of avoiding them because uh, they won't attack trains though. They won't attack rails, so that's one thing you don't have to worry about. You have to defend the stations though. A passing train can actually kill the aliens, which is very convenient. Doesn't happen too often though. Once you get laser turrets and stuff, which we're somewhat close to, they're not too much of a nuisance. Flamethrower turrets can also do the job, but they aren't that great later on. Even with laser turrets, you'll eventually need to set up robots to auto repair your turrets when you get the aliens that have a ranged attack attacking them. Okay, let's see if we cleared out a big enough area. I have one text me. One moment. Is my mandatory text I need to respond to during the stream. Okay. Still have quite a bit to clear out, but we can start placing lights now at least. That's the important part anyways. This is actually a lot of effort for merely a potentially coal train station coal outpost later. But for now, getting quite a bit of frame rate lag. Why is that? One moment, I hope it doesn't lag the stream. Okay. Everything seems to be running fine. Are you fixed now? Yeah, we're fixed now. Okay. Factorio decided to lag there for a second. There's. Okay. So the oil that we're going to get is right there. We'll just get a train to do a similar setup to as we did before. And there are aliens somewhat nearby, so we're going to need to set up some turret defenses. That's just a simple gun turret should be fine. Should be. Should really throw this wood, all this wood I'm getting on the fuel supply. Take a bit more off the coal needs. Can ghost key again, that's always fun. Okay. That should be close enough for the station. So at this point we can just set up the loop. Another mandatory text I need to respond to. Okay. I actually set up a screen for a OBS scene for when I need to pause the stream and when I need to and when I'm going to end the stream. Uh, didn't test out in that moment though, because that was just a few seconds. But maybe I'll be able to actually test that out this stream, see if it works. Nothing too complicated, I wouldn't think. Okay, probably not quite big. Yeah, let's have it close to big enough yet. Big enough area cleared out. Actually, let's test right now if the oh nice, that works quite well. Nice to know that works. Should set up audio on that scene so that I can talk while I'm paused. You know all the text this stream. Oh boy. Whose cat? That was my cat. That's Helmet. He's kind of like the mascot of the stream. Helmet disappeared one day, so that's kind of sad, but he's still the mascot of the stream. Yep, pause feature's working very nicely. I'm actually full inventory. It's a bit annoying. Okay. Let's actually just set up a train stop so we can transport back here really quick, and we'll go back to drop some stuff off. Oops. Fuel 1. Okay. Maybe I want to quick set up put all the wood supply onto the fuel line. But our solid fuel is actually keeping up rather well, so maybe I won't do that. I need to get rid of it somehow though, so we'll see. Okay. Anything I need to pick up before I go back to the... Oh yeah, pump jacks. Almost forgot that part. I already have the filter inserters I'll need. And do I have any... I could use some more small electric poles too. We'll grab one stack of pump jacks. That should be fine. And we'll grab 100 small electric poles. 2 stacks. One use for all the woods. Oh, that's too bad. That you're allergic to cats. I'd probably die if I was allergic to cats. I like cats too much. Seems like a lot of people I know are allergic to cats. Okay. So I need to clear out some area for the station. Oh, yeah, pick up all the stuff that we left on the ground. Don't want to leave a mess. There we go. Place down our lights before we forget. Okay. I need to respond to this text. Not sure how I always end up getting people wanting to talk to me right as soon as I start a stream. I can think of one exception, one Factorio stream exception, of where I didn't get any text. I stream at different time. Used to have 503. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's too bad. That's sometimes how it goes. I ended up having last year there were 8 cats that disappeared over throughout the year, 4 one day to another day, and 2 after half the year went by. So that was a bit strange. We think that at least most of them were stolen, uh, not by predator, by people selling them for science or whatever. But yeah. One moment. Okay. Yeah, helmet was one of the ones that went missing with the 4, which I kind of knew it wasn't a predator at that point because, well, one of the cats that was stolen was twice the size of helmet, and both of them were pretty tough, and let's just say a predator wouldn't mess with them. Now, if I could stop getting text and interrupt the stream, that'd be great. I did place on lights, okay. So pump jacks will go here and here. We'll just take the big electric pole. And there's no good way to do it with one, so just do that and that. That's just fine. We'll set up one storage tank for these. Should be fine. We don't have the steel though. Okay, let's set up the station first, and then we can go back and get the steel for the storage tank that we need. I mean, we could technically do it without a storage tank, but it's very much recommended that we get a storage tank. Otherwise, it's going to be like 3 times slower. Yeah, I also live in the country, Annie. Well, at least I did before I came to college. Life before Wi-Fi. Okay. The station should just need to be able to support train and cargo wagon. Speaking of train, we also need to grab engine units before I forget when I go back and grab the steel. Let's see. If I do that, is that enough length? Train stop will go here, of course. That looks like enough length. So I just need to do the entrance there. That should be good to go. Just a matter of routing the train at that point. After that, we'll set up the oil over there also. And before I forget, need to set up a gun turret also. Gun turret. Start crafting that. Okay. Gun turrets. Get some piercing rounds in there. Theoretically, we'll have to refill it at some points, but I don't think we'll. By the time we get to that point, we're going to have laser turrets, so we should be fine. So we're never going to get to that point. Here we go. That should be good. Just need to set up the rail signals. There. The chain signal. Oh yeah, I need to set up all the chain signals down this path. Forgot to do that. Also forgot to place lights. Okay, just let me remind myself. Oh yeah, I haven't set up any chain signals. Okay. One second. Okay, before I was putting it right there. There and there. That's where we put the chain signals. That'll allow the trains to continue with less interruptions. Yeah, put one there. Okay. Rail signal there. Chain signal there. Is that right? I'll find out. Let's nice name there. I have no idea what that link is, but someone, when this game was still in early access, people could, there were like set amounts that people could pay for certain bonuses. For example, I paid a certain amount so I'd get scenarios in the game, like my Transport Belt Madness scenario, which is all solving transport belt puzzles. One of them was to have your name in the game, and train stations are one of that examples for your name in the game. So someone put their website as a name. I have no idea what that link goes to, so I'm not even going to check. Or I'll post to. I honestly don't know if it's a safe website, so I wouldn't recommend going to find out. I should really take some cold medicine for my cold. Everyone on campus is getting sick. I happen to be included in that group. Okay. Let's see, we need this right here. That's going to be filling oil barrels. We also need steel for the oil barrels, so I need to grab quite a bit. But that should be that. And filter. Electric pole. There's no good way to connect those, so we'll just make another large one there. And we'll want to hook this up to a crude oil tank. At some point, crude oil tank's going to go there. So the oil will go somewhere around there. Now we'll estimate it. Okay. At this point, I think we can head back and get our train and steel. Okay. Let's see, we need engine units to get to our train, and we need a bunch of steel. So let's chop off some things here. We don't need this stone. Don't need this wood. Yeah, we have a bit of a problem with how much wood we're stuck with. We're going to start burning it after a bit, but for now we're just stockpiling it. Okay. So what we need is the storage tank, 40 barrels, 40 barrels, storage tank, and train. While those are crafting, I'm going to pause the stream for just a moment, and we'll be right back. And we're back. Okay. Took my cold medicine now, so hopefully that'll help a bit. It's been annoying to have to. It's been annoying to have a cold when I really want to be streaming. That's why I didn't stream yesterday. Because I was even worse off yesterday, but I was doing a little better today, so I figured I better do a stream. Wanted to play some Factorio, and well, I didn't want to really make progress outside of the stream, so that's the main reason I was sad about not being able to stream yesterday. Okay, so we have a train here. It's going to have a cargo wagon. The cargo wagon is going to have a bunch of barrels. It's going to take out barrels, and they're going to put back barrels. Give this thing fuel. Add oil outpost 2 and activity go. This should open up, let it run. Actually, it won't let it run yet because we still need a storage tank there. Did we accurately measure that out? Not really. We didn't even get the shape right. Look at us, we're pro Factorio players. Absolutely. There we go. That's much better. So that should be that. Oil outpost 1 will wait for 20 seconds of activity. Add station. Oil drop off 1. Not oil products drop off. Oil drop off 1 inactivity 20 seconds. And add station refuel inactivity 5 seconds. So that should be all set up at this point, except these lights aren't correct. We need, what do we need? Oh, there it goes. Well, now it's a bit hard to test, isn't it? Well, we can test it like this. That's blocking that off. Why is it blocking that off? There it is. Okay, that fixes that. That fixes all of that. Okay. We've got one rail signal there, but it should be fixed now. We actually need to raise the inactivity level, but we need the train to come back for that. Where's the train? Okay, it's come back from oil drop off. You can see it on the map there. It's going to go to refuel. Should refuel somewhat quickly. You can see the other oil train going to oil drop off now. Thought I saw it. Oh, there it is. That's weird. Okay. The train's coming back now. Okay, we'll set this to like 50 seconds of inactivity. Because this is going to fill up rather slow actually. When we got our storage tank, it's going to be a little better, but it's still going to be slow. We could actually do the math on how long it would take, because it will eventually be 0.1 per second. But we're not going to consider that theoretical right now. Well, it's not so much of a theoretical; it's guaranteed. It'd be 250 seconds actually. What we could do is say item count oil barrel greater than 39. Move this. That should fix everything, actually. We won't have to do the math on any of that then. Any of the theoreticals. It'll speed up the process too. Let's change the same thing at oil outpost 1. We actually passed the oil outpost 1 train there. It's heading this way. Here it comes. So we're going to say add item count greater than 39. Move this. Actually, we could even have it add item count empty barrel greater than 39 for the oil drop off. Because the barrel count is never going to change. We actually used up all the iron over here. So we can actually take down that section. Recycle a large section of all these resources. Clear up things a little bit too. There we go. The rest of this iron is going to last for quite a bit. Since we start using it again. Yeah, all these are down to 0.1 at this point. We did set up those. Okay. Let's go back to oil outpost 2 and change the other settings. Oil outpost 2. Oops. No path. Oh, it's facing the wrong direction. That's why. Of course it has no path. Okay, so we're going to set the condition for oil drop off 1 to item count empty barrel greater than 39. All that should be fixed now. Once this fills up, it should send it all to our oil production. One more station of oil that I want to set up pretty quick here. There's another text I need to respond to more than likely. Let me just check it here and see if I need to pause the stream. Why is the heavy solid fuel not keeping up? Oh, wait a minute. No, I think. Oh, so that one's not keeping up now. Did I do my math wrong? We should be getting 3 every 5 seconds. 3 every 5 seconds. 3 every 5 seconds times 30 every 5 seconds, so we should be getting 6, right? 6 per second. 6 per second, okay. We're processing. Oh, we're only processing 8 every 3 seconds. Oh, we're not even close. Our math is terrible. So how do we fix this? Solution number 1, expand it. Okay, one moment. I'm getting so many texts I need to respond to right now. I just need to pause the stream for a minute here. I apologize. Okay. Again, so many texts. I almost got run over by a train there. That would be exciting for the stream. Okay, I just need to pause here for a second. I'll still be talking though. Okay. I apologize for all the interruptions in today's stream, but uh, getting a lot of people who want to talk to me apparently. Not sure why they want to do something like that, but you know. Okay, so this is a problem right now. We are having issues with solid fuel not keeping up, partially because the solid fuel is getting backed up. So let's create another condition. Oops, we'll do another or item count or item counts 1900 solid fuel. Oops. 1900 set solid fuel. There we go. Because we really need to get this train running. You see all the buffer chests are full. Okay. What's our oil supply doing? We should be seeing more coming in, but we haven't added that much. We've only added 4 sources so far. We need to decide where we want to get this oil. Is that a small enough area? Well, the coal's going to get in the way there. That's the main problem. Having difficulty deciding what to do here. We set up the turret, right? Yeah, we did. We actually caused a problem here that I hope we don't have to deal with. But we are inconsistent with how we're branching off this. What we could actually do, since we're going down inconsistent distances, uh, we therefore can't go across here very easily. But what we could do to manage that is have a main line here going across here, so that we only come off of that. Anything else that goes off of that is just separate. It will never connect over here. It's possible. Problem with that is right now the coals are in our way. Let's go check on that coal supply actually and see how close we are. Okay, no, that filled up rather quickly. Okay, it did empty out though, so that's should be fine, I think. Yeah, earlier when we did our math, we calculated it based on using 4 heavy oil at a time. Why is this one not getting any heavy oil? Oh, we rotate that. Let's not rotate these things. It's a terrible idea. Because 2 times 8 is 16. Wait, no, 2 times 8 is 16. No, what am I talking about? We're doing 8 every 3 seconds. We're processing through 8 light oil every 3 seconds, okay? We're producing 30 light oil every 3 seconds. Realistically, we'd have to have 30 of these if we wanted to keep up completely. And we're not doing that. I think we're fine for now though. Because we're still gaining petroleum. That's the main issue. Not nearly enough petroleum, but we're getting petroleum nonetheless. Let's go check that coal supply. Realistically, oops, shot my shotgun there. That was pretty exciting. Hope everyone watching the stream got excited there. Okay. I could come down off that and just have it curve around. That would work. That's one possibility. Because this is directly going to collide with that coal. And there isn't any good way that we can just pass over it. And this isn't going to be done. So yeah, I think our only option is to do it that way. The question is, can we fit this next to the iron? We can. Okay. This shouldn't be too difficult to do. At this point, this becomes a four-way intersection. How exciting. Shotgun march excite. Glad to hear that, Annie. Glad to hear you paying attention. Yep. Just randomly pressing spacebar and shooting my shotgun. See, don't mind me. Could use that to clear out trees, but the main issue is that with that is it doesn't necessarily clear it out in one shot. So then you have the problem of that's wrong placement of the track. Okay. Then you have the problem of you have. I almost died there. Hope everyone got excited. I almost got run over by a train. Yeah, you have the problem of a bunch of trees being left there with with damage on them, and how annoying is that? It's just the worst thing ever. To have trees with damage on them, it's the worst thing that could happen in this game. Whole base destroyed, yeah, that's pretty bad, but if you have trees with damage on them, it's much worse. It's just terrible. You might as well just rage quit at that point. It's like not having lights. It's almost as bad as that. That was the best. Yeah, you saw. I haven't died to a train yet on this save. Not yet. But I've gotten very close. Very close, like 3 times at least. Where I've been distracted. One moment, I need to send a message to someone. I'm going to pause the stream here for just a second here. Okay, and we're back. We need to decide at some point when we want to have this loop. Not sure why all the trees are dead here. They look dead to you? They look pretty dead to me. I have to love the artwork of this game and all the work that was put into it. I can't comment enough on that. Like for my art project, I'm trying to do something inspired by Factorio, because we had to make a poster for an event. And naturally, I don't go to any events. I don't really follow any events, so I'm making a poster to my own stream. That's the only event I really participate in. I mean, I'm not even going to watch the Super Bowl, so shows you how lame I am, I guess. But it's this artwork had a lot of work put into it, and just trying to recreate some of it myself by drawing it by hand is very difficult, but very fun. I hope I measured this out right. Oh, look at that, it's perfect. Look at that. That would have been so sad if it wouldn't fit there. I would have had to change all my plans. Well, I suppose I could have rerouted that a bit, but it would have been painful, to say the least. Let's see what we can do here. How can we get this iron? There's really no way to get that iron, is there? Not a good way, at least. All these drills are actually out. That one, there's just a 66 left. Okay. Bunch of scraps left after the trees that got down. Yeah, those are the stumps. Tree stumps. Oh, or you mean like all the sticks around? I mean like all this. Those disappear after a bit. You can watch the animation closely. It's pretty cool. Just wait for it. Any second. You can see him disappear over there. Wait for it. There it is. Bunch of little things that you don't notice. Yeah. I hardly even notice the tree stumps, honestly. Actually, not sure if they stick there forever, if they disappear after a while too. Because I honestly haven't been watching that closely to where I've been cutting down trees. Let's see if we can find a spot where we can check if the trees disappeared. Tree stumps. Like if we look around over there, we'll look around over there in a second here. But we can check if the tree stumps disappeared. Because I honestly don't know. We're going to learn something new today on stream. How exciting. It's weirder that they disappear, to be completely honest. All the scraps. Are we out of rails? No, we have another stack. Do we? Nope, we don't. Okay. Yeah, we need to get more resources anyways. So while we gain resources, why don't we just go and check if, check the, let's just pass by oil outpost 1 and see if the tree stumps disappear, because I'm honestly curious now. Just stop the train. Oh, we couldn't stop the train. Okay. Let's find a spot where we had forest earlier. Like if we look around here. Yep, the tree stumps definitely disappear, because you can see that this was full of trees before, but now the tree stumps are gone. I'm not sure if they just disappear after a certain amount of time, or if they wait till you reload the save and then they disappear. Be an interesting thing to test. Be really annoying if they stayed there for the rest of the game. Okay. Everything working working here fine now. See that these chests are all filling up. That's very nice. Why is this? Oh yeah, that coal's going there. That's right. Okay. Let's just empty out my inventory a bit. Yeah, it's odd that the trees just randomly disappear. I agree, but it's understandable why they do. Let's see. Just get rid of some of this fuel here. Any of these have coals? Question. Yeah, they do. And some of these are already full though. Okay. Empty out my inventory a bit. There goes to the train. So it's empty out just fine. Everything's working. Yeah, it'd be really annoying if the trees were there the whole time. It'd make this game nearly unplayable, to be completely honest. Um, we'll just drive this train manually. Since we didn't set up a train stop. Oops. Apparently I don't know how to control a manual train. Here we go. Nope, don't go off the track. Okay. Yeah, I did just drop off all that fuel. Now I'm stuck with it again. Isn't that nice? The thing about having like a main train row here just for all the junctions is that it won't work out nicely until we get rid of this coal here. Otherwise we can't really expand in this direction very easily. So hopefully we get rid of that coal pretty quick. But also we don't want to get rid of the coal pretty quick because we don't have a decent source elsewhere right now. We haven't set this up yet. So we're kind of have a stalemate here where we want to get rid of all the coal, but we also want it to last as long as possible. A bit paradoxical right there. We forgot to grab rails. We went back and dropped things off, and we forgot to grab rails. Annie, why didn't you tell me I forgot to grab rails? Even though this is stream delay, so you won't even notice by the time I forgot. By the time I went back, yeah. I went back to grab rails, and then I didn't grab any. Very smart. We're professionals here, right? Absolute professionals. This circuitry proves it that I'm a professional at this game, right? No, absolutely not. Okay. Let's do it right this time. We need to drive the train manually again. Oh, no, don't do that. That's fine. That's fine, actually. That's fine. One moment. I need to mute myself. There's music being played in the hallways, so I'm going to mute myself when I'm not talking so I can avoid copyright infringement when I archive this. It's okay, Annie. I forgive you. Okay, I think the music stopped now, but there's still voices in the hallway, so I apologize if they are interrupting the stream. They're not too loud though, so hopefully you can't hear them. For more reasons than one, perhaps. But we remembered to grab rails this time, so we're okay. These coal supplies are actually empty. Actually, once this coal supply empties, we should be able to have the track cross it using the underground belts. So we should be good to go once this empties. We're actually very close to it. Once these two empty, we should be able to expand as far as we want. We need to decide where we want our loop. Here's fine, I think. Nope, not quite. We need to move it one back. So you need to clear out a few more trees. You can barely hear them? Okay, that's good. Oops. I think I placed that wrong. Just start the loop. Oh, I actually did place that right, but that's okay. That's a bit annoying. We'll just move this back one. What did I do? Let's just start the loop over. I think we messed something up. It doesn't take that long to make, so we should be fine. Okay, like that. That. There it is. And do this. Oh. Okay. How did we mess that up again? Oh no, we didn't. Okay, just thought I messed it up there for a second. Need more rail signals, of course. Always need more rail signals. One there, 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 and there. This is going to be going south, so we need these rails right here. Making these loops faster now that I actually know what I'm doing somewhat. That should be good. And then we can have this electric pole go right there. Just continue the line down. Hope I didn't forget anything there. Was that light red for a second there? Oh yeah, chain signals, because that's the way back. Oh, I always almost forget those chain signals. Right there. That light was red because there was a train far down on this line right here that I'm walking on right now. And without the chain signals, that line is all connected to that one rail signal there. But this basically just separates the line. So there was a train on this loop right here, which I really shouldn't be standing on and looking at chat at the same time, because that is a terrible idea. I would not recommend it. Good way to die though. Make a stream more entertaining. Die on Factorio for views. No, that's more of a Minecraft thing. I'm allowed to say that joke because I'm part of the Minecraft community. Except modded Minecraft, so it's quite a bit different community there. Less clickbait involved, let's put it that way. Cold medicine didn't seem to help much. Okay. go down a pretty decent distance here. Huh, if I've been streaming for 2 hours, it hasn't felt like 2 hours. Maybe I think I was streaming a bit longer actually. Usually I'd end around the 2 hour points, but I'm having a good time, and we haven't set the other oil yet, so we need to finish that at least. I mean, sure, I could be working on my homework, but you know, strictly speaking, Factorio is more worthwhile. Strictly speaking, in this case, in this specific case, if it was programming homework, then I suppose that would be more useful, but it's not programming homework, so yeah, it's just general courses. Not due till Tuesday anyways. If I can justify procrastinating, right? Right? Pretty sure. Pretty sure that's how it works. Let's see if I can predict this right. Hey, look at that. Is that right? That's not right. Oh, it's just what I thought I got right. Okay. It goes down 3 and then it goes on the curve. Also need to set the chain signals. I really should do that as I'm making the track, because that'd be faster, but that's okay. I did remember to get pump jacks. How far away is this pole? There we go. Let's actually set up the chain signals right now. Oops. Not what I meant to do there. That's not what I meant to do either. Okay. And this should be the last one here. We don't have the iron for a storage tank. We can set up the pump jacks at least, but we need to set up another storage tank. We're literally 1 iron off. At that point, the game is just mocking us if we're just 1 iron off. We actually almost out of rails too. Look at that. Remember how we just grabbed all those rails? You know, the ones that you didn't remind me of? Yeah, we're out. They're gone. We need to grab more rails too. Iron and rails, those are the things we need. And more chain signals. A lot of resources put into this train system. Okay, let's go get resources. Okay. Let's see now. Iron and rails. Actually grab quite a bit of iron here so that we can craft a bunch more chain signals. We don't need that many. What am I doing? Well, we will need that many eventually, but not right now. Let's just do that. Let's see, is everything working fine here? That was what I was afraid of. Okay, at this point, we should take the solid fuel condition off because the solid fuel is stockpiled here, almost full. In fact, yeah, it's very close to being full, which is it would shut down our whole system. Indirectly shut down our whole system. It's time for you to scout. Okay. Thanks for stopping by, Annie. I'll try not to step in front of a train. No promises though. I'll let you know next stream if I you say about the rails. No problem. Okay. I'll let you know next stream if you stop by if I get killed by a train. Just so you don't miss it. Someone keeps crying out. Yeah, it must be your internet. I don't. It's working fine for me on the inputs. I'm sure if I used my test, it would work fine too. I know that with internet, it can sometimes tend to cut out the sound first as a priority. Um, it can also do the opposite, but that's how Twitch works sometimes. I wouldn't think there would be a delay when I mute my headset. I've been making sure. I know I haven't started talking when it was muted yet, so there shouldn't be a delay on my side. But you never know. It could be on my end. Well, I shouldn't say you never know, because if I knew what I was doing, I would know. But yeah, if it's doing that, I would think that it's just your internet, which is too bad. Okay, thanks for stopping by. Okay, I'm debating whether or not I want to complete setting up this oil. We're pretty close to setting it up. I think we'll set up this oil, and we'll call it a stream. also need gun turret. Before I forget. Gun turret, gun turret. There it is. Should really set up a radar over here too. I should check my power supply. I could check that right now. Okay, we're fine on power. Wait, pause the stream for a second. I'll be right back in 2 minutes. And we're back. Okay. It's actually a fairly smooth transition from my pause screen to my game. It's like a fade out transition sort of thing. Not sure if I can change that transition in any way with OBS. I'll need to experiment with that. Inventory's full. Just empty it out a bit and continue. While we're at it, we can add fuel to, or add the wood supply to the main. Okay, we need to edit the. Let's edit this. Because that's blue right now. We did that. Does it fix it? Oh, yeah, that fixed it. Okay. Oh, what if we did chain signal there? No. Has to be normal to signal. Okay, that's fine. Still figuring out how all these signals work. Yeah, at this point, let's just add the wood supply to the fuels. Question is, how are we going to do that? Actually, I think I got an idea. First, we need to let's get some steel chests here. Let's put our inventory temporarily in this chest. Didn't quite fit at all. That's fine. And then what we will do is set up so that I had an idea on what we're doing. I lost it. Do that. Okay, so what we need to do is set up splitter. That. It's not right. Oh, I know. Okay, what we need is set that. Not that. Okay, I think I got it. So let's just cut the fuel supply here for a second. Okay. Let's move this into the splitters thing. Okay. What this is going to do is like this. And then this goes here. And what we do with this is like so. We have steel chest, steel chest, steel chest. Not there. This is going to go back on there. So we're going to use up all the wood first, okay? So the way this works is the top is prioritized first. So what this will do is we actually want that on the other side, I believe. Yep, that's right. So just steel chest. Yep, that works. Okay. So any fuel we want to filter into the fuel system, just put in there. Okay. Start collecting all this wood. That'll take even more strain off the coal. Get rid of this iron too while we're at it. Oops, not there. There we go. No. Don't put those in. Yeah, it's fine. There we go. That's that. Okay. Put the last of that in. That should be good to go. You can see that all the wood gets filtered in first. And of course the wood isn't going to last as long as the solid fuel or coal, but strictly speaking, this is just to use it all up. Okay. How are we doing on emptying this out? You're getting there. As long as this gets activity every 20 seconds, it's not going to go back and get a new load. Which is what we want, honestly. This one's empty now. This one's almost empty, okay. We don't have any fuel. Just grab some then. Okay, we're getting close to the crude oil deposits that we want to reach. Except they're in the middle of the forest, so it gets a bit painful. Do we have any steel on us? We do. Why am I cutting down the forest by hand? There's a good reason for that. If I do this, then I have to be annoyed by all the damaged trees. And I'll tell you one thing, damaged trees are the worst things in the world. It's almost as bad as not putting lights. Not using lights. And I don't have logistics robots yet, so I can't do it that way either. Although, trust me, I would be. But I just can't stand damaged trees. I use the wood for fuel anyway, so it's not like it's nice to take a bit of strain off the coal supply. But yes, I understand that I'm probably the only Factorio player who actually cuts down all the trees. Trees heal over time now? I never knew that trees since when have been trees healed over time? I'm actually going to test that now. Is it healing? Oh, they do. You have just saved my life. And yet, yes, I do know about grenades. It's just, if I wanted to set up grenades, I'd set up on the main bus, and I don't have coal on the main bus currently. And it's just annoying to route. Of course, I could just set up a buffer chest. But thanks for telling me that trees heal over time. So annoying to look at during the time. And there's music being played in the hallway. That's annoying. And I'm gonna have to mute myself when I'm not talking, so I don't to avoid copyright claims when I archive this. There's music being played in the hallway right now. The hallway of the dorm I'm in. So if I leave my mic on, I'm going to be facing copyright claims when I archive this to YouTube. Which isn't the end of the world, it just means that, well, I really can't archive it to YouTube because then the whole video is going to be muted. Yeah, it is annoying, but that's how it goes. It's hard to tech, like the music is being played loud enough that it might be detected as speaking though. So that's another issue. I could do that, but it'd be just about as easy to do that. Well, realistically speaking, I don't have any side buttons on my mouse because I don't have a professional gaming mouse or anything like that. Just a standard Logitech one. So that wouldn't work, and a push to talk hotkey would just be annoying, realistically speaking. Um, but yeah, thanks for the ideas though. Yeah, I understand that use of grenades. I just um, knowing myself, I'd want to automate to the point of where it would be inconvenient to have like a buffer chest of coal. Um, I mean, I could show you my main bus setup, and you'll realize my insanity for crafting things like that. And it just would bother me that it'd be a different way of crafting it. I'll show you my mass production, I call it, in just a second here. Once I get this oil set up. Actually, I'll just show you right now. Automated shotguns. I have automated shotgun shells, but I don't need the automated shotguns, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so you see this is pretty standard. This is pretty standard Factorio stuff. You know, the usual smelting processes, circuit production, put it on the main bus, you know, usual science. And then there's this. This is what I do with things that I just need for building purposes. My brain just comes up with these things naturally. I do this as like a challenge for finding solutions for routing things. Like this section, for example, with underground to underground to longhand to longhand to get steel over to this engine unit. But yeah, you can see my insanity. I'd want to add grenades to this somehow if I use grenades, which I'm sure I could find a way. But I really, for sake of my mental health, I don't want to. We really should have set up a train stop over at the other area so I wouldn't have to drive this train manually. Yeah, you know you realize my insanity now. And for the sake of my main bus, I don't want to route coal over there. Technically, I've never been in the game either. I just know quite a bit about how to use transport belts. Um, like I've used transport belts so much that I just am able to naturally see methods of routing things. I've learned trains recently, but yeah, I've never been in the game. I haven't learned the logistic robots yet. I haven't learned how they work. Well, I know the very basics, but I hardly know. Um, it's probably for best if I don't find out too. Seeing what I've done with trains. I mean, you saw the junction that led to that refueling station. That's a very interesting junction I came up with. There was a point in time which I got burned out from Factorio. I just didn't take the time to learn trains at a certain point because I played Factorio for quite a while. I played it before I went on Steam, but I never realistically learned how to use trains until a few weeks ago, and that's why I've been streaming it so much recently, just because I've enjoyed using the trains so much and learning how to do all the routing stuff with that. So I never got to the point in the end game where I could realistically launch a rocket. Actually, almost made the wrong type of loop there, because this is strictly speaking just for the station. Because I'm going. Actually, give me one moment. I'm going to ask my neighbors to turn down the music a bit so I don't get copyright infringement. I'm just going to pause the stream here quick. Actually, I can't very easily tell him to turn down the music because he's in the shower right now. So I could hear him in the shower, so I can't easily tell him to turn on music. Which is too bad. Means I have to keep myself muted when I'm not talking. Okay, but anyways, as I was saying, with my train system that I'm using, I'm going to have this be like the main line, and everything else comes off of that. So I'm not going to have any junctions off of this, for example. Just a loop to turn around. I'm not going to worry too much about having these pipes be efficient. I keep on chopping down the trees by hand out of habit. Yeah, you're really a lifesaver, zombie. They tell me that they heal automatically, so I appreciate that. I made that station quite a bit bigger than I needed to. I need to be able to support two units for the oil. There we go. Forgot to grab the engine units for the train. I have a train station set up now, so I can easily transport back to it. That should be oil outpost 3 completely set up with a turret to defend it. Should also get radar over here. We'll just go through one iteration of riding the train just for sake of testing. Actually, we need to set up chain signals. We forgot to do that. We thought that the train would have moved by now. Something missing here? We'll figure out what's wrong with that train in just a second here. Oh, the train is in automatic. There we go. Oh, should have written that. Oh, okay, we're fine. Let's just move on back. Of course, we don't have any fuel on us, so we can't ride a train back. Everything on the train seems to be working nicely. After we reach refuel one more time, I think we'll end the stream off there. And with that, we'll end off the stream. So thank you everyone that came in and stopped by today. We accomplished a lot, and we'll see you next time.